Hey guys, it's Mason from Tasting Anarchy. This is a quick mini episode from Jake. He's always got something fun and interesting to say, so take a listen.
Down in Petersburg, everything's fine. All them cats is drinking that wine. Drinking that mess is their delight. When you get drunk, start singing all night. Drinking wine, sporty, you to drink wine. Wine, sporty, you to drink wine. Wine, sporty, you to drink wine. Pass that bottle to me. Drinking that mess is their delight. When it gets drunk, start fighting all night. Knock down windows and tear down doors.
Hey everyone, I am recording this episode on the back patio of my apartment. I just got a new portable mic and wanted to test it out. One of the goals for the show is that I'm going to try to do more live interviews with winemakers and vintners and brewers and everybody involved in the alcohol industry, maybe even some government agents or something like that. And so I got this portable microphone to be able to do that, and I wanted to test it out on this mini episode. In this mini episode, what I want to talk about is, I know for the last several episodes you guys have been hearing about it, but I want to talk about Last Bottle wines in a little bit more detail than we have. I've received several of the bottles from Last Bottle that I've ordered, and I just kind of wanted to go through the process from the perspective of you, the listener, using our link to go to Last Bottle Wines and register to get a bottle, however many bottles of wine you want, but using our link, you get $10 off, and it's a pretty easy setup, and I just kind of wanted to walk it through. But first, the wine that I'm drinking tonight. But first, I want to go through the wine that I received first, and this is the Lang & Reed 214 Cabernet Franc 2015. It's 14.5% alcohol by volume. This is a really, really strong Cabernet Franc. At first, I guess it was too confusing for me at first. When I first drank it, I was like, okay, why is this a $70 wine? And it wasn't really outstanding or anything. Now, granted, I got this from Last Bottle, so I did not pay $70. I paid about $24 for it. And I looked online, and you can actually find this at other retailers for about $55 if you look online. At a retailer, like if you went to the physical location, it is about $75, $70 to $75, depends on where you go. I was able to get this from Last Bottle Wines, like I said, for about $24. It might have been $25 with tax and all that. Free shipping because I ordered the amount of bottles that I needed. And I'm actually on my second bottle. The first glass I had, I was not super impressed. Then it kind of opened up, and I could tell though on that first glass that it was complex, that it was interesting, and it was definitely high quality, very well produced, but there's too much going on for me to really understand it. After it opened up and I started, sipping on it a little bit more over a more extended period of time, I was able to, I guess, appreciate more of what is in it. So let me kind of go ahead and give you guys my description of it. So I said dark red fruit, a little earthiness, some oak, a little bit herbal, maybe like a dried leaves kind of taste and smell to it. It reminds me of going for a walk in the woods. This is very hoity-toity, or very poetic, I guess, or like snobbery, whatever the deal is. It reminds me of going into the fields behind my house when I live in California, which is, not densely wooded, but it's got oaks and stuff like that back there. And maybe it's 5 or 6 hours after it's rained, but it's a warm fall day. I walk back there. If I went all the way back to the back of the fields there was the coulee walls, which are these stone walls that are all over the place in the part of California I'm from, and picking some blackberries and eating them. That's what this kind of reminds me of. It's like a deep red, ripe fruit flavor, like overly ripe, but not gross, very earthy, very loamy kind of, like this loamy smell and taste. It's really good. I really, really appreciate it. So let me go ahead and read to you what is on the back of this, $55 to $75 bottle of wine that I got for $25 on Last Bottle Wines. This is what the back says. It says, this 100% Cabernet Franc originates from the Sugarloaf Mountain Vineyard situated in the southeastern hills of Napa Valley. The Entave Clone 214 of Loire Valley origin is perfectly suited to this cool climate and rocky vineyard. I don't know if I'm saying that Entave. Entav, Entave clone. So for those of you who don't know, a lot of grapes a lot of the vines, and we covered this actually on the John Davidanis episode, a lot of the grapes that we have that are European varietals are all clones of the same ones from Europe. So there's a couple of different ones that have different flavor profiles. This one is from Loire, and I kind of understand why I like this so much. It doesn't have exactly the more mineraliness that the Loire Valley Cabernet Francs that I love have, but it is reminiscent of Loire, and that's my favorite types of Cabernet Francs. You guys all know that my top three wines as of right now, and they'll change, is Cabernet Franc is probably number 1, Tempranillo is probably number 2, and probably number 3 is either Carmenere or Pinotage from South Africa. These are all the 3 that I mentioned last are very aggressive. Probably Cabernet Franc is the most subtle one, and it's probably my favorite. It's acidic. This one has some tannins, but it's not like grippy tannins like in a Cab Sauv. It's more of like it's not like smacky. It's more like it's just something to chew on. There is some tannins, but it's not so much that your mouth is dried out. It does have this acidity, so when I take a sip, my mouth waters. It's quite good. I highly recommend it. But one of the deals with glass bottle wines is they offer it once, and once it's gone, it's gone. And they do not have this one anymore. So let me walk you through the process so you don't miss out on this type of deal. So if you use our link, you can go to tastinganarchy.com and just click on the Last Bottle Wines link that is right below the description, and it will take you directly to the sign-up page. And all you'll have to do, fill out your first name, your last name, your email address, whatever password you want to use, your birthday, of course, and sign in. And you'll get a $10 credit instantly. And whatever the deal is right then, you'll be able to get it with that $10 credit. Currently, I'm on the site right now, and they've got an Albarino, which is one of the whites that I really like. And it's Spanish. They're selling it at $12 a bottle. It normally retails for $20. But what I usually do, just because I'm a bit of a skeptical person, is I go ahead and I look it up to see, is it actually that price? So I'll go ahead and copy this. It says La Carmana Albarino Vino Blanco 2017. So let's see what the internet says about that. All right, so the very first link that comes up for me is Vivino, which is a pretty popular one. They're giving this a 3.8 rating, and they are saying the price range is between $10 and $40. So that is not super helpful, but it's showing that this is roughly a fair price. It could be more, it could be less. Let's see if I can go on to Wine Searcher and find it. So Wine Searcher does have it. Let's see what Wine Searcher shows. So if you're in Germany, you can get this for $10. That's a great deal. If you're in the Netherlands, you can get it for $13. If you are in Washington, D.C., you can go into Pearson's Wine and Spirit and get it for $15.99. So that looks like it's the best deal I can find in America. Last Bottle Wines has it for $12, but if you use our link, you get $10 off. So you get this for $2 plus shipping. If you want to take advantage of this deal, then you can buy, at $12 a bottle, they're right. So if you live in DC, you can maybe get it for a little less. It doesn't look like it's available online for less, but you can get this $12 a bottle. The minimum requirement for free shipping is six bottles. So if you bought this with the $10 credit, you're getting basically a free bottle of wine, or a bottle of wine for $2.99, and it's a really great deal. So that's basically it. So you put in your order, you purchase it, you get your amount of dollars off, and then they ship it out on Thursdays. So once the next Thursday comes around, it'll ship out to you. Depending on where you live, you'll get that bottle of wine, and there you have it. You'll have your discount, and it helps out Tasting Anarchy. So kind of going back to one of the reasons why I bought this portable mic, so that I can, hang out outside and do these recordings and stuff like that. So one of it is that I've actually got a couple of interviews lined up that are going to be on the road in Texas Hill Country, which maybe I'll get ticks, I don't know. But I'm going out camping, I'm helping plant some grapes in a vineyard, and I'll have I'll be recording daily, just my experience of the day on this, and I think that'll be a lot of fun for you. It'll also be a lot of fun for me. The other reason is I'm really hyping this up on Twitter, so if you guys follow us on Twitter, @TastingAnarchy, hop on over to my other page, which is @Childeberg. I'm really hyping up Childeberg. I want to use this recorder at Childeberg to record interviews with as many of the free people who enjoy wine that are coming down, or even if they don't enjoy wine, I'd like to just talk to a couple of people, and this recorder is going to help me with that. And I think that if you guys want to give me any feedback on how you think this episode sounded, I would really appreciate it. I'm still reading the manual, so I may not have set everything up correctly, but I like to get feedback from everybody, so you can hit me up at Tasting Anarchy on Twitter, or you can email me at tastinganarchy@gmail.com. We do have comments turned on our page. I've been having a hard problem with spam, so if you want, you can just comment on this episode and I will see it. I'm keeping a closer eye on the comments because we've gotten so many spammy things on there. But that is one of the things that also, I redid the website, so the website's a little bit easier to navigate. It's a little more simple. It's got that Last Bottle of Wines link right up in front, and you can click on that, and it'll take you right to that deal. So check that out. I hope that this was a good explanation of how the Last Bottle of Wines process works. It's very simple. You sign up with our link, you get $10 off, and you get access to these really great bottles of wine. So every day they have a new one. Once it's gone, and they don't bombard you with emails. It's not a wine club. You have no subscription fees or anything like that. So it's just a cool deal. So I hope to see you guys all at Childeberg. If you're not able to make it, I hope that you can reach out to me on Twitter and just give me a comment on this episode. You know what else really helps, and I always forget to plug this, is if you can give us a ratings on whatever podcatcher you use. If you use iTunes, giving us a rating in iTunes helps out. It bumps us up in the ratings. If you use, Stitcher or Podbean is where we're hosted, any of those, leaving a little rating or review would be great. And also, I'd just like to hear from you so that I can make the show better for you, because as much as I enjoy doing the show, I'm serving you, the listeners. I want you guys to get what you want out of this show. So just let me know what you'd like to hear. And that's it for today. So until next time, stay free.
Once a year, the world's power brokers meet in secret at a heavily secured facility and discuss the fate of regular people like you. This meeting is known as the Bilderberg.
But you don't have to worry about that, because you're going to Childeberg. Childeberg is the premier gathering of free folk in Texas, held at the beautiful Black Rock Park on the banks of refreshing Buchanan Lake in Llano County.
Childeberg 2019, June 8th and 9th.
Chill in the lake.
Make new friends with liberty lovers like you.
Enjoy camping in the great outdoors.
Hop in the wine van and visit the local wineries. Participate in podcasting magic and much, much more. Email us at tastinganarchy@gmail.com or reach out to us at Childeberg on Twitter for additional details. Childeberg 2019, June 8th and 9th. I'll see you there.